And welcome back to Nancy's Neighborhood, folks. And I told you today's camp day, so we're going to talk about some more camps. And with me is Carrie Eiler from Cleveland State Community College, and they always offer some great summer camps. So welcome, Carrie.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad that you were able to come because I just sent an email over and said somebody from Cleveland State needs to come.
Yes.
And so they volunteered you, which was wonderful.
Right.
So you all have several camps that are
We
coming
do.
up. So let's get right into them and tell us what we're doing.
Okay. So we have camps at all three of our locations. We have camps at the Athens campus, the Monroe campus, and the Cleveland campus. The majority of the camps are at our Cleveland campus. It's a bigger campus. There's more space, more opportunity. So Athens this year, we have a beginner Lego robotics camp, which is grades 3 through 5, and it's going to be June 3rd through the 7th.
Ooh, right
And
after
it's-
school's out.
Yes,
Jump
right after
in.
school's
Okay.
out. And it's a 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. camp.
Oh, wow.
So it's a full day camp. They'll get 2 snacks and a lunch provided. And then we have a coding camp at the Athens Center as well, and it's grades 4 through 6, and it's June 10th through the June 10th through the 12th, and it's 9 to 3. So it's only 3 full days.
Okay.
Whereas the Lego robotics is 5 full days.
Okay, I'm kind of sort of familiar with Lego robotics. Legos I'm really familiar with.
Yes.
And the robotics comes in with what you can make your Legos do. But
Correct.
coding, what do we do in coding?
So the coding it's a new software and robot called Ozobots that they'll
Oh.
use. And so it's kind of like robotics, but it's more extensive. So there's more to it. And so they'll get to program and code the Ozobot robots.
Wow.
And so the Lego robotics are big. They're big bricks
Mm-hmm.
and they build a structure. And the Ozobots are these tiny little circular balls kind of. And they'll get to program things with them.
Wow. So these are the people that are doing the coding, I don't want to say they need to be IT people because not necessarily, but is that a good program for kids that might be interested in engineering, or what would that lead into?
Yeah, anything. So I know a big one is gaming,
Okay.
computer systems, gaming systems, PlayStations, Xbox. Those are coding.
Okay.
Another thing is factories have the robotics and the codings as well.
Oh, okay. So this could actually be a learning situation for later in life if you want to
Correct.
do this.
Yep.
Of course, I figure IT changes every day, but
Yeah.
anyway, but I just, coding, that just kind of blew me out of the water because I wasn't real sure about coding now. Like I say, Lego robotics, I think sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, the kids love it.
I bet they
like
do.
I said, they get to build their robot and then they get to program it. There's usually a couple days where they get to do whatever they want with the robots, and then there's some days there'll be some activities and obstacle courses they have to do, and then another one is they do battle bots with the, so they love that after
bet they
seeing that
do.
on TV, so
Yes.
that's a big one.
Yes, I bet they do. So you're offering those on the Athens campus?
Yes, those are the
Okay.
Athens campus.
And tell everybody where the Athens campus is.
It is 2580 Ingleside Avenue.
Okay. All right. I grew up in Athens, so I know where Ingleside Avenue is. I don't know where 2580 is, but I know where Ingleside Avenue is, so I could find it if I was in Athens. And
Yes.
I'm sure the people that watch us in Athens will know where that is. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
then you have another off-campus, which is,
Monroe,
Okay.
our Monroe campus. There we are doing a combined Lego robotics camp, so it's going to be grades 4 through 8, and that is June 17th through the 21st, and that's also 9 to 3, so they'll get 2 snacks and a lunch provided with the cost of the camp, and that is at 121 Grand Vista in Von Orr, Tennessee.
in Von Orr, yes.
Yeah.
And that's over on Highway 11, folks, and you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we have a fee because we can't do this free because we have people we have to pay to help do this. So what kind of fee are we talking about for the kids to do the camp?
All of our camps vary.
Okay.
If it's a half-day camp and it's full week, it's $95.
Okay.
If it's a 3-day full-day camp, it's $135.
Okay.
Some of the camps that are full week are $175, and some of them are $225.
Okay.
So if you get on, every camp will have exactly how much it is.
Okay, and so y'all have a website.
We do.
And so we'll tell everybody that before you leave, so that they'll know they can go to the website and check this out. Okay, so you're going to just have one class at Von Orr?
Yes.
Okay, one class at Von Orr, 2 in Athens. Now, let's get home to Cleveland and tell me what we're going to do.
Okay, so Cleveland, we have a bunch of different camps. We have, and some of the new, I'll talk about the new ones first.
Okay.
We've got a multimedia camp, which is going to be really exciting. They get to learn how to work a camera, and then at the end of the week, they'll actually get to put on a production.
Oh, wow.
And that's grades 6 through 9, and that's June 3rd through the 7th. And that's from 9 to 3 as well. So 2 snacks and a lunch with that
Okay,
one.
and so that would be like what my producer does here with Work Study.
Correct.
He's taken those classes at Walker Valley, and now he comes in and he's my producer of the show. So people can come and take that and then go on into high school and take that and then maybe come be my producer.
Correct.
That
They
would be
definitely
great.
could.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get rid of you, Alex,
Yeah.
but we're just leading right into it. Okay.
And they
very
get
good.
to use the studio at Cleveland State, which is a cool experience.
It is.
So they'll get to experience that. Another new camp, just like in Athens, we have the coding camp, and that is grades 4 through 6 again, and it's 3 days. So it's July for Cleveland, July 22nd through the 24th, and it's from 9 to 3. So it's 3 full days.
Okay. So now let me just ask you this. You have your instructors are probably Cleveland State staff? That's a
So
question.
they actually, well, they're not full-time Cleveland State. So what we
Okay.
do is typically most of them are actually local high school, middle school, elementary school teachers
Okay.
that come and instruct the camps.
Okay, super. So the reason I was asking that is I was just trying to think that's probably the reason you can't run one in Athens and one in Cleveland at the same time because your personnel would need to be 2 separate times.
Well, and we could run one in Athens and run one in Cleveland. It's actually more of an equipment
Oh,
situation
okay.
because the Lego robotics are very expensive,
Ah.
and we do have a good amount, but depending on what level it is. We've got beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So we do have quite a few kits, so we can hold up to about 25 kids a camp.
Okay, that's a good question
Yeah.
too that I should
So-
have asked. How many?
Yeah, so about 25 kids at camp.
Okay.
So we could technically run one in Athens and Cleveland, but I try to spread them out so that way if we do get 25 kids,
Right.
then we have 25 at each location, we can do it.
And that's great. That is great. So okay, so we're offering coding and robotics also at Cleveland State. Is that what you?
Multimedia, yep,
Okay,
coding.
multimedia, coding.
And then the other new one at Cleveland is a drama camp. So we've had some
Ooh.
people in the past say, you have a musical theater camp. My son or daughter's really into acting, but they're not into the musical side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a type of camp for that? So the same instructor that I use for the musical theater, which she is phenomenal, is going to do the drama camp.
Okay,
And so
good.
that camp is grades 3 through 10, and it's June 24th through the 28th, and that is a full week camp, so it's 9 to 3. And then on Friday, they actually will put on a performance that
How
they've
neat.
been working on all week.
Okay, and will that be open to the public?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone can come.
Okay, fantastic.
Yep. Typically, it's family that comes, and
Right.
some of the Cleveland State staff will come and watch. But
Right.
yes, it's open to the public.
Right. Well, I need to check with you and see because sometimes my camera crew here is looking for things to video
Yeah.
and then show. So I'll
Definitely.
check with you and see if that's what we need to do. For
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And it blows my mind how in 1 week how these kids learn these musicals and put them on Friday. It looks like they've been practicing for months.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's because their minds are better than ours.
Right.
They don't have all this garbage in
Yes.
their minds that we do.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's a drama camp.
That's a drama camp.
Okay.
So then we also do have the musical theater camp like we
Okay.
do every summer. And that is a full week camp, and it's also grades 3 through 10. And it's July 8th through the 12th from 9 to 3. And
Okay.
the same thing, they'll put on a production on Friday. And it's
Okay.
usually, we try to do it around lunchtime, so if there's parents and family members
Oh,
that want to come,
yeah.
they can take their lunch and come and watch the kids.
Great idea. Do you know yet what musical you're going to do?
We don't. So what we do is when we get a little bit closer, the instructor will ask me the age levels and the gender, and then she will pick a play off of that.
With what she's got to
Yep.
work with. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that one is not a new one, but the drama is a new
Yes,
one.
the drama's a
Okay,
new one.
what-
And we do, as far as it being new, so if students have taken, if kids have taken the musical theater in the past, it's going to be the same instructor, but it's a different musical.
Right,
She picks a different one every year.
right,
So yeah, so it will be a little different.
right. And so they can sign up for, you know, I think I was telling you that Athens Arts Theater is doing Frozen Junior.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm not saying Cleveland State's doing Frozen Junior, don't get me. But anyway, every year something new is
Yep.
done. I think that's great.
And I do have quite a few musical theater attendees that attend every year.
Oh, okay.
So,
They just like doing musical theater.
yep.
And that is awesome. And I know that the middle schools and the high schools then are thrilled to get them because they all do some kind of musical presentation every year.
Yeah.
And if they can have somebody that's already had a little experience, a little exposure to it, it sure does help.
Yeah. Yep. It is.
So what else have we got going on at Cleveland State?
And then we have a forensic science camp,
Oh, wow.
which is really cool. The instructor will stage a crime scene. And the first day they have to collect the evidence. And then throughout the week they will take and pull apart the evidence and try to figure out who committed the crime. And then on Friday, which is the last day of camp, we actually get to go to the Bradley County Forensics Lab.
Oh,
they get to tour
neat.
that. They get to see some crime scenes that have been that they've got at the county that they've done before. So the kids always really love that. And I've
Oh, I
gone
can
the last
imagine.
2 years
Yeah.
with the campers, and it's been pretty fun. And so that camp is a half-day camp, but it is Monday through Friday, so it's July 8th through the 12th, and that one's from 9 to noon, and it's grades 6 to 9. So the half-day camps, they won't get lunch, but they will get a snack.
Okay, all right. And now that one fascinates me. See, if I were a child signing up for your camps, I'd want to go to the musical drama camp or the musical camp and the forensic camp. I know those have nothing to do with each other,
Right.
but those are the two that would interest me.
And I do actually have some kids. I did have this past summer, I had somebody that did forensics camp and musical theater. So, and she did Lego robotics as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was very diverse. I
Yep.
don't know that Lego robotics didn't pop up in my mind, but I probably would enjoy that too because you build your little robot, and so that's kind of artsy. So
Yeah.
I tend to go toward the artsy, but I don't know how forensic got in there because that's
Yeah.
not very artsy. But anyway,
It's an interesting field.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. And there's so many forensic TV shows.
There is. And I think that's why a lot of the kids are very interested in it.
Yes, I do too. So now, if people want to sign up for these camps, what website do they go to?
So they go to mycs.cc/STEAM, STEAM. And so on the website, they'll go to it and it'll be broken down by Cleveland, Athens, and Monroe. They'll click on whatever location they're looking for and it'll pull up all the camps that are available. All the information's there and how to register is there.
Okay.
And they can register and pay all in one place.
That is great. That is great. And I'm so glad you're doing STEAM camps because the A is so important to me, arts. I mean, STEM camps are fine, but let's get that STEAM in there. Let's get that A in there because there's
Yep.
so many. Building a robot is an art.
Right.
And so I'm so thrilled to see you all put the
Right.
A in there. I think it's great.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being on with me today.
Yeah.
These are such great offerings, and I'm so glad we have a lot of them offered in Cleveland, but you've got Athens and Monroe County
Correct.
taken care of. So is there a phone number if anybody says, I can't find it on the...
Yep.
Okay.
So they can call me, which my number is 423-614-8742. Or they can email me at keyler@clevelandstatecc.edu.
Okay. And I will be sure that gets on the screen as we start advertising these so people will know. Thank you so much for being on with me
Yes.
today because this sounds like a fun summer. I wish I was a kid again, but I don't
know.
think I have enough time to go to all these camps that I want to go to. So, but thank you, Carrie, for
Well, thank
being
you for
on
having
with
me.
Folks, don't go away. I'll be right back with other things that are coming up. Watch our commercials, support our sponsors because they pay our bills, and I'll be right back.